All right, everybody, welcome to a very special live stream where it is House of Ed Tech Final Four Selection Sunday. That's awesome. You know what? We got something for that. All right. If you're joining live, please put a comment in the chat so I know where you're checking in from because I'm about to reveal the House of Ed Tech Final Four bracket. So we've got the field of 32 ready to rock and roll here in the month of March. March Madness is upon us, and I've been teasing this for a couple of days leading up to this, and I thought, why not do it live? Let's do it live. So first, a couple of reveals. I'm a big basketball fan. I enjoy college basketball, and this kind of emulates the Final Four, the real Final Four. So we've got a court reveal, which I kind of tease. Well, I didn't tease it. I put it right on social media, but let me put it right up here for you now. We've got the official court for the 2024 House of Ed Tech Final Four coming to you all month long from the Education Podcast Network arena. If you're not listening to other shows on the Education Podcast Network, head over to edupodcastnetwork.com. And man, this is a beautiful court for sure. So you definitely want to, wish that you were playing basketball on this court. I'm not going to delay the inevitable. You are watching and you are tuning in to see if your favorite tools are on here, and we're going to do voting all month long. So let me become smaller, and we're going to pull up the old Adobe Photoshop. So we've got the bracket. Well, I've assembled the bracket, and this is very, very exciting. If again, wherever you're watching, leave a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Invite more people. I do have a page set up, and we're going to go through this right now. So our first matchup, we are going to, and people might not think this is fair, but that's what the voting is going to decide. So in our first matchup, we have got ChatGPT versus quizzes. In my mental rankings of this entire thing, I feel like ChatGPT is the number one overall seed for this year's tournament. So we've got ChatGPT taking on quizzes. And the voting in the first round for the entire round of 32, which is 32 tools coming your way, is going to take place March 15th through March 21st. So make sure you're paying attention to my social media at Mr. Nesi on Twitter, at House of Ed Tech on Twitter, and all the other places you can connect with me. I will definitely have the voting out there. We'll leverage Google Forms for that. So in our first matchup, we have got ChatGPT and quizzes. In the next game, matchup, whatever you want to call it, we've got Teachology.ai taking on ClickUp. Teachology.ai taking on ClickUp. Now, this would be a great opportunity to tell you that the theme of this year's tournament is artificial intelligence, because why not? So all the tools that we are going to be looking at here in the 2024 edition are all AI-based tools. So let's get on to the next reveal. Magic School taking on CuriPod. This is a hot matchup. Two very powerful AI tools, both great strength of schedule here in 2024 and even going back into 2023. CuriPod was certainly the darlings of ISTE 2023, and they have some great AI tools available, as does Magic School. And Magic School recently came out with Magic School, but for students. So that is very exciting as well. But we will see who gets out of the first round. Boy, the committee was really coming at you on this one. All right, next matchup, and let me know, comment wherever you're watching, what you think of the matchups, maybe who you think some of the favorites are going to be in this year's tournament. Let me know. Say hello. Next up, we have Canva and Perplexity. Canva is certainly been a very strong education technology tool here for obviously a number of years. And over the last couple of years, they have not disappointed when it comes to integrating artificial intelligence into their platform for both obviously teacher use, and there are AI tools within Canva that your students can take advantage of as well. We will see how they do against a tool like Perplexity. Our next matchup as we go into the next region. I didn't name the regions this time around. I don't know. That was going to take extra brain power, and I'll be honest, I didn't really feel like I could come up with 4 great region names. So anyway, into the next region. We've got Google's Gemini taking on Synthesis. Powerful Google Gemini versus Synthesis. Very, very exciting. Next up, we've got Spark a Plan taking on Tome. And I've talked about Tome on the House of EdTech previously. Tome is a very powerful AI presentation design tool, and Spark a Plan can help an educator write lesson plans using artificial intelligence. So 2 tools that save people time, 2 little different, they bring different things to the table, and we will see which one comes out on top. Next up, as we come to our penultimate matchup on the left-hand side of the bracket, we've got Grammarly and WordTune. All right, so we've got 2 writing-based tools. Grammarly, certainly a player in the education space for many years. If I was going to compare them to a college basketball team, maybe Grammarly is, I don't know. You let me know. Who do you think Grammarly is like? What NCAA team would you compare Grammarly to in terms of how long they've been around, being involved in competitions such as this? Let me know what you think. And WordTune is obviously a Chrome extension that will interact with your writing, and that's a lot of what AI is doing right now. So much AI. And in our last matchup here in the bottom left-hand corner region, we've got, what did I just delete? Oh no. Well, there's 2 of them there, I think. There we go. There were two squares there. The suspense continues. Here we go. We've got Compose AI and Mistral AI, right? Mistral, in my mind, is probably the number 4 overall AI tool. It's a large language model, and we will see which one comes out on top. Which tools have you had experience with so far that I've revealed as half the bracket is now accessible? All right, so this is a very interesting side of the bracket, and we will see what you, the educators, think are the best AI tools for teachers. And obviously there are tools in here that you can use and have your students check out as well. Ultimately, when all is said and done, you're going to be able to go out to chrisnesi.com/HOET Final 4, and that's the number 4, as we will have the links there for you to vote each and every week through our championship matchup on April 5th here. And again, if you're watching live, I want to thank you for checking this out. Let me know where you're checking in from. Drop a comment in the chat or comment field where you are at this point. And if you're watching the replay, feel free to leave a comment. I will check it. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, click the bell, all those wonderful things. And if you're not listening to the House of EdTech podcast, head out to chrisnesi.com/follow, and you can get yourself subscribed to the podcast and keep up with the tournament all month long. All right, let's head over to the right-hand side of the bracket up to the top. And our first matchup is Microsoft's Copilot and Class Companion. So obviously Microsoft Copilot is Microsoft's answer to a lot of these LLMs. It's got a great app on the phone. You can use it on your desktop. And Class Companion is a tool that your students could use that will help them with their writing. It's like having an AI-based tutor to help them with assignments that are written. So we will see which one of these comes out on top. Going to the next matchup, we've got Auto Classmate and LessonPlans.ai, two similar tools, AI tools that will help you write lesson plans, create resources, even dive into a little curriculum as well. I had Auto Classmate on the podcast in 2023. Great product in my opinion, and not playing favorites, but I've got experience playing around with Auto Classmate, and there is an episode out there where you can hear from the man behind Auto Classmate, Logan. So definitely check out that episode of the podcast, and we will see which one advances out of the first round. Next up, we've got School AI and EduAid.ai. This to me is like one of those 7-10 matchups in the NCAA tournament where you wouldn't be surprised if either one advanced, but only one can advance, and you're going to be in charge of that when voting begins on March 15th. Uh-oh. Took away the link. Let's pay attention to the screen. Here we go. Next up, we've got TextBlaze and Pi. TextBlaze and Pi. Two, obviously, text-based AI tools. Pi is another one of these LLMs. TextBlaze gives you the ability to obviously interact with your text and bring in the power of artificial intelligence to do so. And we will see which one advances to take on either School AI or EduAid AI. Into our final region, we've got our final 4 first-round matchups to reveal. And here we go. We've got Claude.ai and Goblin Tools. Goblin Tools. If you haven't checked it out, definitely give it a look. And Claude AI is, again, another one of these top LLMs up there with ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot. So if you haven't checked out Claude, really powerful tool. You can do a lot for free, and you can also do a lot, obviously more if you pay. So definitely consider that, and we'll see what's going on. Let me put something out here at this point. Is there an AI tool that I haven't mentioned that you think should be mentioned? Now, we've got 3 matchups, so leave a comment down below or on the live stream. Maybe you're watching on Twitter or you're watching on Facebook. Let me know. Is there an AI tool that hasn't been mentioned yet? And we've got only 3 more games and 6 more tools that could make the cut. Maybe there's controversy. I don't know. Well, I mean, who knows? We'll find out. Let's go to the next. Here we go. Gamma versus Learnt.ai. Gamma is a tool that I'm very familiar with. It's really kind of like Tome in that it leverages artificial intelligence so you can create presentations, but Gamma will also do websites and landing pages, and it will also do writing based on a prompt you give it or text that you provide it. Next up, we've got CopyLeaks and Quillbot. Now, Quillbot, I know that a lot of students use Quillbot to aid them in their writing efforts, and CopyLeaks is a Google Chrome extension that will help to detect AI in writing. And we've got 1 matchup left. And our final matchup, let's see. What do we have? Oh, another double box. Gotcha. All right, here we go. Our last matchup. TLDR this and Merlin. TLDR, this is another Chrome extension that is and going to add AI power to your browser. Okay, will help you to summarize websites and articles if you enact the Chrome extension. And Merlin is another large language model. So there you have it. This is the House of EdTech Final 4 2024 edition. This is the bracket. And I know that as you look at this bracket and you go to fill it out, and again, you can go to chrisnesi.com/HOET Final 4, and that's the number 4. You can print out a bracket, you can fill it out, and I would love it if you posted that on social media. Tag House of EdTech on Instagram or tag me on Twitter at Mr. Nesi, at House of EdTech. Fill out your bracket. Let's go. And voting is going to kick off on April 15th. Voting will be open for a week at a time as we see how you, the EdTech loving community and listeners of the House of EdTech podcast, who do you ultimately want to see in the House of EdTech Final 4, and who will be the champion? Again, I've intentionally made the theme of this year's tournament artificial intelligence, which I think is really important. I've done a number of episodes on it, so make sure you check out some of the episodes I've done on artificial intelligence, and just go to chrisnesi.com and you can search for artificial intelligence. Recent episodes in here in 2024 and going back into 2023, there are some great episodes where I talk about artificial intelligence. I've got some great guests on, and I think you'll get tremendous value. Now, obviously, as you look at this, there are definitely tools that are not on this bracket. Does that mean they're bad tools? No. Does that mean I don't use them? No. But I try to create something interesting. So what you need to do now, when you're done watching this video, is go to chrisnesi.com/HOET Final 4, the number 4, and print off your bracket, fill it out, share it on social media, and I look forward to having you vote and interact with this all month long. That'll do it for this video and this live stream. I want to thank you for checking it out. Please leave a heart, subscribe, so you don't miss anything that I do here on YouTube, but more importantly, go over and subscribe to the podcast, because that's where I'm doing stuff on a more regular basis. So thank you for watching, and let's put up that basketball court, and we will see you next time. Remember, using technology isn't difficult. Just give it a try.